and I would like to welcome you to Longhorn Lester's. Now, everybody knows that in Texas, most of us adhere to that motto, you either go big or you go home. This is the home to the world famous Longhorn name is Tex. This is also the home to the most ferocious of all bird species, an ostrich, who goes by the name of Carl. Well, my friends, today it's not about Big Tex. It's not about Carl. It's not even about our H-1 military grade Hummer. No, as a matter of fact, today we're talking about something much bigger and something way more exciting. We're going to do a comparison study of two electric bikes. That's right. I'm a Survivor Sanctuary, and Longhorn Lester has each been given an electric bike to test out. We're going to let you guys be the judge and let us know which is your favorite. Okay, so if Josh says that to him, this sounds like it might be Ingwe, kind of like angry, but E-N-G-W-E, Ingwe, or angry. The next bike we're going to look at over here would be the Fucker. Fuck hair. The Fuck hair. So the next e-bike, we're putting together would be the Fuck hair. Or the Foo Care. Foo Care, Jamie. Probably Foo Care. F-U Care. All right, that's okay. The F-U Care. So we're going with two e-bikes over here. And if anyone is up... Say again? F-U Kari. F-U Kari. F-U Kari. If anyone is upset, then don't blame it on us. All we're doing is reading what's what. All right, so we're going to completely finish one bike and move it out of the way before we ever take a test drive. We're not going to test drive it at all. We're going to take it, get it completely finished, move it out of the way, charge it up, and then we'll take on the second e-bike. And once they're both finished, then we're going to go ahead and do a group review. It'll be a group review, and we're going to talk about all categories. We should probably think about all the categories. I like the dual headlights. That's pretty awesome.
So you can see where you're gonna wreck it?
Jamie, we're not gonna wreck it. All right, so now we're gonna start on our second bike, and you can see it's packaged the exact same way. Everything looks to be exactly like, you know, zip tied together, the front wheel all, everything seems to be exactly the way the first bike came. So I would say packaging, no difference at all. No difference whatsoever in packaging. Okay, and let me grab that extra tire. I can't wait to look at them side by side and see which one have what appears to be the best looking tires. And we'll do that, guys. We will pull them together side by side momentarily, but let us put this together first. I'm also noticing the battery here is underneath the seat, not right there along the front. So, and then like Josh noted, it has a neat little spirally, cute little kickstand. Funny for a guy who's 6'4" to say how cute the kickstand looks. All right, so the only problem that we're having with the second bike is our own fault. We didn't read directions. We thought that the first bike was easy enough.
Now you want to include me in this part of the video?
And so the directions were not exactly the same, and so we're a little bit off. We're actually at after we thought we were all the way finished, and we're doing the front light and the front fender, Jamie realizes that the handlebars were backwards.
Did not read any instructions.
And so we found out that we had to retake. So this is taking longer, even though it's not officially harder. You want this in here?
No.
So it is taking longer, even though it's not really harder. We just probably should have read the directions.
All right, give me that.
So it's coming. We're getting it. All right, so Jamie, what we're going to do is scream out the name of our...
Oh,
We're going to scream out the name of our bike brand. Remember. And what was mine again? E-N-G-W-E.
The Angry.
Angry. All right, we ready? Angry versus fuckery. Fuckery. There we go. And we're off. This is awesome. This is amazing.
Fuckery for the win!
Children. They're children.
Going down.
Look out.
This switch. Millie.
Hello. You girls want to try them?
No. That one seems like, just from watching, that one seems like it goes faster. I think so. We put a lot of miles on some wheels in Germantown.
Ran through a few baseball cards in my day.
Okay, so this is the official breakdown from two guys that are not bike enthusiasts, but had a lot of fun on these bikes.
Yeah.
Okay, so as far as the ease of putting them together, from box to finished product, which would you say was the easiest? We have the Ingui and the Fucari.
I'd say they're about equally the same.
Okay, equal
If
the
we
same.
read directions like guys are supposed to.
I would agree. We didn't read directions the right way, but once we got the directions, they had the ladies read them to us. They were both easy to put together. All right, this is a big one over here. As far as the comfort of riding, obviously they have two different kinds of seats. The Ingui and the Fucari have a different seat type. Which one do you think was more comfortable to ride? The Ingui.
Black one, Andrew.
And I would have to agree with that.
Yeah.
So we both agree that this Ingui had a lot more comfortable ride. Nothing wrong with that. That's a typical bike seat. But this over here was a lot more comfy, maybe because of my age. I don't know. But it supported me. It supported all of me. I will say it supported all of me. I'm guessing you feel the same way.
Yeah.
Do you feel like one has, they're both fully charged, but do you feel like one had more power than the other, or would you say they're about?
I think they're pretty equal.
I think they're also equal. You're able to use the electronic pedal assist, and when you put it up to a higher pedal assist, I mean, they both fly. They both will fly. Jamie, since you're a woman, let me have that camera so I can turn it around on you.
This wasn't part of the deal.
No, I know it wasn't, but I'm just curious. If you were a woman walking along the beach, or the side park, and you saw two guys ride up on these bikes, and they both were kind of lay a little line on you, which of these bikes would you be more inclined, or which of these bikes would you be more inclined to say, "Wow, nice bike"? So this is the
This one
aesthetic.
looks like it might have a seat for two, so I'm gonna go with this one.
So you
And I do think the name is fuckery, and I think that just adds something to it.
Fuckery. You're going to say this bike's name is called Fuckery. Jamie, could we not? I think it has to be Fucari. Who would name their brand Fuckery?
You don't get to French it up, okay?
I can't French it up.
I think that one's French for angry.
Angry. All right, so you're saying that aesthetically, the Fucari is a lot more appealing to the eye.
Well, yes.
And it would also...
It's got room for two.
All right, so let's just say this. Let's just say that you were going to buy an e-bike. You're tired of paying gas prices, and you are going to buy yourself an e-bike. Mm-hmm. Out of these two e-bikes, which one would you prefer? Now, there's tons of brands out there, but based on what you saw Josh and I do, which one would you go ahead and go with?
Okay, full disclosure, that one still has room for me to put a basket on it.
So you feel like you have more space over here.
Yeah, way much more room for activities.
And it also has a mount which you could probably put a cup holder if you wanted to take your favorite beverage along. Amy, you want to be over here? I got to ask the same question. If you were walking along the beach or down Kima Boardwalk and you saw a couple of guys ride up on these bikes, let's say that guys were both pretty good-looking guys. Is there one bike that would appeal to you more than the other to make you say, you know what? I'll give you my number.
This one looks prettier.
Is it because of the name brand?
No.
How would you pronounce that name brand?
A Fucari.
A Fucari. That's okay. Thank you very much. All right. Well, I guess that's our official review. Are there any other criteria that I'm not thinking about?
Suspension was pretty fair.
Okay, suspension.
Was pretty fair on both of them.
So that's important. Josh is 6'4". Suspension, he said, is good on both of them. We both took turns riding on them. They both got up and go. Lots of get up and go. We'll ask the kiddo.
Yeah, which one do you like?
Which one do you like, Liam? The white one or the black one? He'll just... Yeah. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. There are pros. I don't really guess there's any cons. Are there any cons to either one of them?
This one's got some pretty fancy headlights.
That's you know what, we haven't ridden them at night yet, but that's true. We do have two headlights, a light, a bright and a dim.
Is this a light?
And that is a light, and there's a lot smaller light over here on this one here. But both have nice tires. We've rode them off-road. We have not been on the road yet, but we're riding them around the trails here. All right, well, I'm guessing, Jamie. Anything else you want to add?
Nope.
I mean, this is the official review. You know there's a kid. What's that kid's name that does toy reviews that makes $1 million a year? Ryan's World? All right, so if this was Ryan's World, you think we can make money doing this, Josh?
You send them, I'll review them, and I'll make money.
That's the way it works, huh? All right. Well, I'm going to say that I think the better-looking bike would have to be the Fucari. I do think it's a better-looking bike. But I also think it kind of has more of a girl cut to it, a woman's cut.
I think that's part of the reason I like it, because I can probably get on it a lot better than
Yeah, it would be easier to get on. Obviously, over here, you have to be able to take your leg and lift your leg up and over, which is not impossible, even at a guy my age. Josh and I both did it. But over here, if you chose to, you could simply just put your legs right through the little groove there, which might make it easier to get onto. Am I forgetting anything? Brakes, handling, everything seems to be the same. All right, so as far as battery life, what are we looking at, Jamie, as far as how long this thing will run?
It says that it's going to run 13 hours.
13 hours. And then how about a top speed or a distance, maybe a distance?
So maximum speed is 28 miles per hour.
No, that's 28 miles per hour or kilometers. So 28 miles an hour.
And 64 pounds.
All right, so this thing over here holds a max weight of 264 pounds.
It has 7 speeds.
There are 7 speeds.
Oh, and its maximum torque is 55 Nm, whatever that means.
And the maximum torque, which I think is just how fast it takes off, is what?
55 Nm.
55
I have no idea what that means.
Nm.
But the motor power is 750 watts.
750 watt motor power. Mm-hmm. Okay, great.
Test drives.
So both
Nighttime
bikes
use.
do have a red night light, and they do have bright front lights. I do think that because of the double light of the Enjoy, that's pretty darn bright, my friends. Now this over here may get brighter. I don't know. I have not played around with it to figure out that. This is the only horn system it has on it. They do have really neat digital readouts that show you how much battery, how fast you're going, and what pedal assist you're in. The readout over here is quite a bit smaller, but it has sort of the same feature: how much your battery, how fast you're going, and then what pedal assist you're in. That also has a conversion on it. This might have a conversion on it. Yes, so they both have an English conversion. Not English, but you know, a metric to customary conversion on there. So now let's set my camera down, make a couple of circles here in the shop. All right, the first bike that I'm riding is the Enjoy, and I'm just gonna back it up and ride it around a little bit, let you kind of see how it looks at night. I'm gonna just go into first gear. I don't want to go fast. I'm just gonna circle around the shop a little bit. So as you can kind of see what it looks like at night. All right. So this over here is the Fucari, making the same circle. I'm only in the level 1. I'm in level 1. But you can see that the light is not near as bright on the Fucari. There's still a night light, don't get me wrong. There's a night light, and it would illuminate you, but it's not near as bright as what the other light is on the Enjoy. All right, so it is time for my true evaluation and breakdown of both bikes. I've had them now for 24 hours. I've done some daytime and nighttime riding, and here goes my official review. The Zebra walkthrough, which is a part of the Hemingway e-bike brand, carries more weight. It'll hold up to 400 pounds, and then of course your one single battery will take you between 60 and 80 miles. I do not care for the seat design. That's your original, 10-speed type seat design. That's great for, I'm sure, most folks. But for myself, I preferred more of the banana style seat of the second bike. Nighttime riding. This little light here does not illuminate even half as well as the double lights over there do. The walk-through design is easier to get on, easier to get off, and I will say it is a more attractive bike. It is. It's an attractive, attention-getting bike. The fat tires make it very easy to use on gravel as far as pavement. I've spent a lot of time on this bike yesterday, and it was a fun ride. It was a fun ride. Hydraulic brakes, front and back, and so everything about the bike is neat. It's just a neat bike. Now, if I was only going to be able to have one, though, I would have to take the Enjoy. I do not think it is as an attractive a bike. It looks more of like a dirt bike. It's probably more masculine, more manly. That might be a factor. But it does come with a second battery. So if your first battery doesn't get you as far as you need to go, then you can simply switch it out and put your second battery on there. It also comes with the fat tires, the hydraulic brakes, a storage compartment if you needed to carry something, a much more comfortable seat. But, I just now realized that this over here, like I think Jamie said yesterday, does have space for maybe a second passenger or a basket to sit there. So, like I said, my friends, if you want me to give you a true product review, and this is what I told the companies, I will do this. I will unpackage your product, I will assemble it, and I will give it a go around. And then what I'm going to do is give an honest opinion of what I feel about your particular bike. Very comfortable ride. It handled all the terrain that we talked about, the fat tires. And so honestly, I would give both bikes a thumbs up. It really depends on your style of biking and your desired seat. Both of them are fairly fast. I was surprised at how fast they actually were. So I want to say thank you to both companies, and we appreciate you trusting us with this product review. This is not the first review that we've done. We also work with Argo and Generac. And hey, you know what? Whereas I use the Argo and Generac on a pretty regular basis, I don't know exactly how much I will use these, but I can promise you it's a his and hers. If Jamie and I want to go on a bike ride, guess what? I have mine and she has hers. We can pedal as much as we want to. And whenever we're ready to take a break, we go to pedal assist and we just sit back and enjoy the ride. The bell.
Don't let your troubles fester. Come watch Longhorn Lester.
Yeah, something like that.